Welcome to this presentation on how will we pay in the future. I am Joachim Samuelsson, the CEO of a Swedish tech company Crunchfish, who have developed a new type of solution for digital payments. I'll try to take you through this over 20 slides, where each slide is lying on for exactly 20 seconds. It's called Pecha Kucha. I don't know if you ever experienced this before, but otherwise this will be your first time. So here goes. Cash is a great way of paying, actually. No dependency on the net. You can be private. It's sort of an instant type of payments mechanism. And this is the property that we'd like to replicate in our digital cash solution. This is something that complements any payment service of today with this feature. We already have digital money today. That's what lives in accounts, or if it's sort of in a crypto-based form. But digital cash is something different. It's about paying with cash, that function of paying with cash, but in a digital way. That's what we're trying to replicate with our digital cash. Cash is something that's been around for thousands of years. And then we've come up with various forms of digital ways. There are cards, there's instant payment, account to account. And then the latest addition here is crypto-based payment. We complement any of these three schemes, and that's what we'll go through today. But how we complement it is that we thought of this question: why on earth have we made ourselves dependent on the net when we pay? It's never used to be that way. We've been paying for thousands of years as human beings, and it's only the last sort of years that, all of a sudden we need a net to pay. We challenge that, and we come up with a digital cash solution. It's based on separating the moment of payment into two steps. First, there is an offline clearing so that the receiver could trust that they will be paid. Or have been paid, and then a subsequent step, which is the online settlement when you move money between the accounts. It's facilitated in a three-step process. First, you download money to your digital cash wallet. You have money in a digital cash account and you download it down to your wallet. Then you can pay P2P, person to person, or person to merchant. You sign off a transaction when you're paying, and then you are settling it as a subsequent step. This solution allows you to be private, and we're achieving that by actually, when we're signing off a transaction, we're splitting it into two. You pay from you to the payment service, and then the payment service pays the receiver. That means that both banks of the payer and the receiver cannot sort of see where you have done your payment. The whole solution is extremely flexible. Any types of bearer instruments, smartphone cards, feature phones, any type of terminal is possible to receive payments on. And we're also completely agnostic to what kind of payment scheme that is used for the online settlement. If we look at the card services, there are debit cards, credit card, a prepaid card, a loyalty card. Digital cash is sort of at that level, a new card, which works like a prepaid card, but with a blocked account. So you can be guaranteed that the money is still there when this transaction that you do offline is going to be settled. For instant payment, what we add for instant payment is robustness. Instant payment is a very delicate system where a lot of things can go wrong. And if anything is broken, it doesn't work. But without digital cash service, we make it all work all the time because we made ourselves completely independent of the net. Then we have the crypto. Crypto is inherently very sort of an online type of payment service that needs to coordinate with blockchains to trust that payment. We can enable that even in an offline scenario. So this is the addition that we do. So you can use crypto payment as well as in retail for offline. The central banks, they are the ones that are issuing cash. And there is a transition going on in the world right now that physical cash is becoming not something that needs to be replaced for something more modern. And that is digital cash. So cash is dead, long live cash. There is a succession going on, and Now I've sort of put out 4 digital forms of payments here, where at the top left corner, I put CBDC, and that stands for Central Bank Digital Currency. And there is a choice of how you want to implement CBDC, either as crypto or something that is just a currency that can be used on the account-based rails of today. And that sort of comes to this question: why must bank infrastructure really change in order to implement CBDC? There is a lot of thought that CBDC stands for that we're gonna do banknotes in a digital form, but perhaps you don't have to do it that way. And this would mean an enormous relief for the banking sector. And I'm trying to show that here with this matrix question of choosing the red pill versus the blue pill. The red pill is actually seeing just CBDC as a currency that can run on the normal account-based rails. And then the blue pill is actually then seeing as a token. We digitize the banknote, but that's a choice that the central bank can make. Either the red pill on the left here, a new currency, everything stays the same, or you implement CBDC as a token, a CBDC token, a value token, and then you have to build new FX exchange, which is based on crypto, and you have to rebuild the banking infrastructure. Our system is used with either. We are in discussion with Swish here in Sweden that is on an account-based rails doing millions of transactions every day, but we're also with eCurrency, who have developed a token-based system that are rolling out to the central banks in the world. So we don't really care for this sort of choice. Visa, who's also on the blue pill, they have done a token-based system, but they have done the same kind of hierarchy that we have. There is one level of trust where you establish that first, and then you can have the second tier where you can do offline payment system, just like crypto. But what we have in our system here is something that is extremely flexible, and it's a little bit over and above what Visa has been offering, because we can do cross-service, even cross-currency in our sort of type of solution. Our core product, we're calling it XOXO, which is the base of it. And any English-speaking person will know XOXO as something like hugs and kisses, and that's what we created our brand around. And this is a service which is sort of an extremely then flexible service in these 2 tiers. You can do private payments, it's scalable, it's interoperable, it could be on cars or mobile, it solves disaster scenarios, and it's implementation ready today. We have it. And that's very quickly here, our solution for digital cash. Please come and see us on xoxo.cash or crunchfish.com/digital cash, and we will be excited to tell you more about our solution. Thanks.